Dutch Competition Authority, the ACM, has already done a great deal of work looking into whether the current rules, current competition rules, are adequate for vertical restraints in the online markets. And in having all that intelligence and all that analysis that you have done in that respect, what are the enforcement priorities of the ACM in relation to vertical restraints?
We started looking at this issue some years ago, and when at the NMA we hadn't done any work on enforcement cases on vertical restraints, but we decided to come again at the problem with a completely open mind, look at online markets and see, is there more to the situation than we had thought previously. So we published in 2014-2015 our enforcement priorities for vertical restraints in online markets, and also vertical restraints generally, really. But we did look at the situation where there are increasing types of agreements coming forward across platform parity agreements, price parity agreements, to see if there were problems. And our conclusions led us to these priorities, in which we say you have to approach every case on a case-by-case procedure. You have to see what are the advantages and disadvantages to the parties in the situation. We don't want to take up cases unless we see that there is a clear potential danger for harm to consumers, and those are the only cases that we will take. So if we're in a situation where we see that everyone is benefiting from the agreement in question, then we don't see a need to intervene. We don't see a need to prioritise that sort of question. Does this mean that we do nothing in online markets? Of course not. Three things that we've done: the publication of a preliminary investigation on a case that we did not prioritise, monitoring the market, running market studies, and being rigorous in the enforcement of consumer rules that are not being implemented by online retailers.
Moving away from vertical restraints, but sticking still with the topic of digital, the whole concern about the algorithms colluding, where do you stand on that?
We're very interested in watching the debate, but we haven't done any case on that type of situation. There's a vision of the competition authority of the future, with just one person sitting there in a room full of computers that are busy developing algorithms in order to stymie other price-fixing algorithms. But that is fairly futuristic stuff. Perhaps more interesting at the moment is to look at things like price comparison tools, digital price comparison tools, see how they're working, see to what degree they're facilitating collusion, and then basically to watch and see what the future will bring in terms of algorithms. I can imagine that if there are algorithms that facilitate tacit collusion, there will be also algorithms that facilitate cheating, and that facilitate consumers in finding out how to find cheaper products. But that's future work, I think.